Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dr. Devkant Kala. I work at UPS Dehradun as Assistant Professor in the area of marketing. In this session, I explain to you some core terms of marketing which are essential to understand before we move further. The first term is market. Market is a place or geographical area where buyer and seller meet and function, where products are offered for sale and transfer of title of ownership takes place. However, due to growth of modern technologies, market is not limited to the physical area. So, marketplace is now considered as market space. One of the essential requirements of the market is matching of mind. It means both buyer and seller must understand the requirement of one another. There must be a feeling of mutual trust between buyer and seller. There are two types of market, seller's market and buyer's market. Seller's market is a market where seller dominates the market. It happens when demand is more than supply. In this situation, the seller determines the terms and conditions of exchange. The buyer's market is a market where buyer dominates the market. It happens when the supply is more than demand. In this situation, the customer determines the terms and conditions of exchange. Now, just look at these products and decide the type of market. If you say the buyer's market, you are absolutely right. Is need, want and demand. First, need. Anything which we lack is termed as need. It is not limited to basic human requirements. It is a state of felt deprivation. For example, we need mobile network in our smartphone. We need signals in television. We need conveyance to travel from one place to another place. The second is want. When needs are directed to some specific object, it becomes want. For example, at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I feel hungry. I need food. But if I say, I want a pizza, in this case, the food is a need and pizza is a want. This is demand. There are three essential criteria for an effective demand. First, the product must be available for sale. We cannot demand for moon. That is not for sale. Second, ability to pay for the product. It indicates the purchasing power or authority to purchase the product. We like luxury cars like BMW, Jaguar, Aston Martin, but if we don't have the sufficient amount of money to buy these products, that is not demand for these luxury cars. And third, willingness to pay. Let's take an example of Tata Nano. Tata Nano is the world's cheapest car. The many Indians can afford this product because of the pricing. But they are not willing to pay for Tata Nano. And therefore, the marketer must understand all these three criteria to determine the effective demand for the products. Next one is exchange. Exchange is the essence of marketing. Exchange is the act of obtaining a desired product from someone by offering something in return. Every exchange is supposed to produce utility, which means the value of what you trade is less than the value of what you receive from the trade. There are 5 essential conditions for exchange. First, there are at least 2 parties. Each party must have something that might be of value to the other party. Third, each party is capable of communication and delivery. Fourth, each party is free to accept the offer or reject the offer. And the last, each party believes that it is appropriate or desirable to deal with the other party. The last term is customer satisfaction. Customer satisfaction is the main objective of business organization. It is an indicator used to quantify the degree to which a customer is happy with product, service or experience. It is the relationship between customer expectation and product performance. When a customer purchases a product, he has some level of expectation from the product. Customer measure the product performance during product uses. A customer is satisfied when the performance of the product meets the expectation of the customer. When the performance of the product falls short than the customer expectation, the customer experiences dissatisfaction. A dissatisfied customer generally does not make the repeat purchase. Now let's take an example. We have so many fast food outlets: Domino's, McDonald's, Pizza Hut, KFC. If a customer is satisfied with the product and services of all these outlets, then he may switch over among these alternatives. And therefore, to retain a customer and make him loyal, it is recommended that marketer must move beyond customer satisfaction. A marketer must exceed the product performance than customer expectation. And this is called customer delight. In this case, the delighted customer will certainly be a retained and loyal customer to the marketer. So friends, in this session, we have understood some important terms of marketing. In the next session, we will discuss another important concept of marketing, that is marketing mix. See you in the next lecture.